Okay, greetings to you, Edo State people and Nigerians across the world. Just quickly, I want to say a very big congratulations to Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Okor, who has just recently been appointed as the Director General of the Edo State Diaspora Agency. And of very important note is Dr. Loretta is, as a matter of fact, the first person to be appointed the DG of the agency by the current governor of Edo State. And I want to use this medium to especially congratulate her. Look, there's something I want to talk about this particular program, about Loretta and, of course, this appointment. But just before I go into that, I want to, quickly say a very big thank you to everybody who's reached out to me, particularly those who observed. Many people have observed that I've not been online for a very long time. And some people have reached out to me, written me, and all of that. People have expressed concern, support, and all of that. And I'm very pleased, I'm grateful, I'm thankful. For those who may not know, of course, just some days before Christmas 2024, in December, I lost my younger brother. He passed away. And it was a tremendous blow to myself, and of course, to my family. And out of respect and love for my brother, and because of the devastation itself, I just told myself that I wasn't going to do anything on social media until my brother's funeral, was done with, because I wanted to give some closure to that. And I can say right now that he's been buried. My brother, was buried, this past weekend. And because of that, I am getting myself back. So I like to say that I am getting back. I am back. To be honest. And yes, let's get in now to the Loretta story. She's been appointed as the Director General of the Edo State Diaspora Agency. The first. While I have been following, events, looking at, of course, the outpouring of love, the outpouring of congratulatory messages, for Dr. Loretta and all of that. And of course, I've also equally seen, some few comments and all of that. Some people trying to pose, opposition in the name of being members of the APC and all of that, and I just thought I'd give in some perspective to this particular matter. And I think it's important, I did. The reason is because I must say I am very privileged to have been part of this process. And it's important to let the whole world know that this appointment it's been a long time coming. You understand what I'm saying now? This process of Edo State Diaspora Agency did not just start now. It was not a process that was conceived by, Governor Monday Okpebholo. This process began with Governor Obaseki. As a matter of fact, I am honestly very elated for Loretta. And I'm going to tell you why. Please, if you are there, particularly if you live in diaspora, please share this broadcast. It's important. Just, just some 5 minutes just to let you guys know the background and the reason why everybody must join us together to support Loretta, as far as this cause is concerned. First, Loretta, importantly, is the vision bearer, if you may, of the Diaspora Agency as presently structured by the enabling document passed into law by the Edo State House of Assembly. I did remember this agency, when Governor Obaseki was contesting for his second term, and because many of you can attest to the fact that we played some role, as did a lot of other Edo State people, but we were quite visible. Obaseki made a public promise that he was going to establish a Edo State Diaspora Agency. And after winning the election, he immediately constituted Loretta with the mandate of ensuring that an enabling document, a framework document, is raised for the House of Assembly to pass into law, that he himself will sign into law, so that we can have a running diaspora agency. Loretta was saddled with that responsibility. And of course, a team of very erudite Edolites were put together, to form a steering committee. Many people may not know this, under the leadership of Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Okor, and of course, overseen by Governor Obaseki himself directly. We were all around all of these. A lot of people were, talked to, people made huge input into what the framework should be like. And at the end of a very gruesome 2 to 3 months, this 7 or 9-man committee, I don't want to mention their names, okay, came up with a document, and they were regularly having meetings with the governor of Edo State at the time, Governor Obaseki. And in that document, a framework for the running of the Edo State Agency, Diaspora Agency, was raised. And that framework was sent to the House of Assembly of Edo State, and it was passed into law, signed into law by the governor of Edo State. Now, importantly, everybody who served in that committee, everybody who was close to that committee, saw the road of Loretta, who was the vision bearer, I would say in quotes, and everybody made the recommendation to the governor of Edo State to say, man, look, the right person to lead this agency as Director General is Loretta, because right now she holds she had all the aces as it were. She knew the in and out. She envisioned this framework, and she helped put all of it together and have a document that can effectively set the ball rolling for this agency. And because of that, her knowledge of the in and out and the inwism and the Ozinia motors in the matter, that recommendation was made by everybody. As a matter of fact, for some of us, privately and publicly, I also equally spoke, to the governor of Edo State. But the funny thing was that Governor Obaseki made public and private, promises on this matter. As a matter of fact, Governor Obaseki was making it look like he was going to make this appointment the next day. As a matter of fact, at some point, he called for public entry, for people to, apply publicly. And he brought somebody from Lagos to come and conduct interview of very many Edo State people who applied to become DG of the Diaspora Agency. And as a matter of fact, we have it on very good, information that the recommendation from this neutral individual who came to, organize that, interview, recommended to Governor Obaseki that, man, you didn't need to bother, that Loretta clearly knows exactly what this agency should look like, and Loretta should be appointed. In fact, there were so many things that I cannot, talk about right now. You understand what I'm saying now? And all of that. But at the end of the day, Obaseki just ensured that the candle burnt down to the very end. And he knew from the outset probably that he was never going to appoint anybody as the DG of that agency. But he allowed and used people, which was one of the reasons why so many people, including myself, became very critical of the governor. You understand what I'm saying now? Because there were promises you have made publicly. And as a governor, so at some point, I personally felt that, okay, maybe this thing is not doable. That's why Obaseki did not make the appointment. This is why I am surprised that Okpebholo, just within a few months of being governor of Edo State, has fulfilled this promise, which he himself, when he was campaigning, I believe, okay, did promise that he was going to ensure that he activated this agency. And he probably may have gone around to ask questions for him to now make this appointment and appointed, Loretta as, the DG of the agency, which is the right step in the very right direction. That said, I want to applaud Loretta once again, and I want to advise everybody who probably may be standing as this or as that. Some people have argued that, oh, the IPC members, they are the ones who ought to have been appointed, blah, 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 and all of that. I've seen some of those write-ups. I've heard some here and there. You understand the picture from China? Which, of course, we're in a very competitive environment, which for me is not really an issue. It's a non-issue. You understand? But it is important that we know where we are coming from so that we can envision where we are going. And for those who said, Loretta was not, is not a member of APC and every other thing. I think I equally have it, from some sources that even Loretta, who was a candidate of the Labour Party at the time, at some point, you understand what I'm saying, or was an aspirant of the Labour Party, you understand, that we should not get a ticket and all that. I looked at the fee and she thought that Governor Okpebholo, presently, the then Senator Okpebholo, was probably the right man to do the job. And she supported Okpebholo, which was, her choice at the time, because she probably had seen some things that other people did not see. And so when people argue now that, oh, she's not APC, she's not this, she's not that, they probably forgot. And some people posted this, and I thought I'd just play this set. Just briefly.
Saturday, APC, I have voted now. Okpebholo. I have a picture of a Benin man, boy. Oh, where blue, that be our symbol. This Saturday, APC, I have voted now. Thing at the top, we say on Saturday, after I won't put that in our hand for this paper. Make we think. Who be that person? Where don't they work for inside community? They come things. Where not share those take as business. Where not just wake up say, hey now I want to call you now. Where not even know where we dey. Me, I follow my myself for Oba market. I know what you are be. I know what you cook be. You want to hear. We are coming to the end of going round. We won the local government. We've gone to Igbomo, we've gone to Iguya, where I'm from. We've been to Ogboro-Okor, we've been to Iwe, Uga, Eho. We are taking the gospel there. I used to be a Labour Party aspirant, but today I believe in the man Senator Okpebholo, and everybody believes in the man Senator Okpebholo. So let's vote for the man who truly cares. We are coming.
Anyways, I when I came across, I also said I was going to play that set. I don't know when, but it showed that Loretta, had made huge contributions to Okpebholo's emergence and all of that. She campaigned and all of that. So for those who are probably saying this, but even why that is immaterial to me, I think it's a major problem in our country, a huge challenge to our polity, to development generally. Where it is believed that when somebody becomes, elected into a position, it must be favoritism. It doesn't matter whether people are competent or not, because they are members of the party or family members or friends, they should be appointed, even though they are not qualified. You understand? Right now, I make bold to say that living or dead, there is no human being right now more qualified to hold this position than Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Okor. And importantly, I must equally remind everybody that this position, if the enabling document is something that I remember quite well, it's got tenure. You understand what I'm saying now? And Loretta, right now, when she's appointed, at some point, her tenure is going to end, somebody else is going to come in, and all of that. But it's important that she is the one who runs it, the first person to run it, and help create and bring all of those structures to life. So that when somebody else is coming up in the next time, there's already a reference point, which is what she's to create. So I think that the governor of Edo State currently, Governor Okpebholo, has done the right thing. As a matter of fact, even though I've not been online, I've been seeing loads of things. I think that this is the singular most important, most relevant, most plausible and applaudable appointment that this government has made. I'm not here, to express any form of support to any individual or any this thing, but I just want to applaud this singular appointment. And of course, you people know me. Whenever things are okay, I'll speak about them. And when it's time and things are not okay, I will equally speak about them. You understand the picture from? But on this occasion, I think that the governor of Edo State has done the right thing. And for those who probably wanted it, because I see people I know who know in themselves how much Loretta did put into this framework, even when Obaseki was there. And there are some of them are not the ones making this all around social media space and all of that. I feel, even though they have a right to do so, I honestly think that right now is the time for everybody to, come together, work with Dr. Loretta to bring the best out of the agency. Now, for those people in the diaspora, many of you may not know. I'm privileged to know some things in that document because I worked closely with the process at the time when this document was being formulated and all of that. Look, everything in this document, the enabling law of the Diaspora Agency, okay, they are all aimed at ensuring that the interests of the Edo State people in diaspora are protected. They are also aimed at ensuring that development is in Edo State. It's not just by Edo State government. It's working in tandem between Edo State diaspora and Edo State government, harnessed under one pipeline to ensure that the development is visible and things can be properly appraised and all of that. And so the job of Loretta right now is to ensure that the Edo State diaspora community is not groping in the dark, but that everybody has a direction. You understand what I'm saying now? So I believe that, like I said earlier, that there is no human being on earth, living or dead, that should have this appointment than Loretta Ogboro-Okor. So on that note, I want to say very big congratulations once again to Dr. Loretta Ogboro-Okor. If you are there, just to clear some of these things that I've talked about, help share this broadcast if you could. My name is Komilante, and it's just so what it is that I'm starting my comeback with this matter because coinciding with when I actually said I was going to, start my comeback to the social media, arrangement. Well, I am coming with this segment of the Comrade Show, the issues, because there are so many issues across different things, whether politics, economy, world, whatever, so many issues. So I'm going to be looking at issues. So the segment I'm going to be anchoring is going to be the issues, but we'll be talking about that as the day goes by. For now, Loretta, kudos to you, congratulations to you. Governor Baseke, unfortunately, you missed this. And when I thought that maybe it was not possible to be done, somebody who was not part of it, who just became governor yesterday, has made this appointment. And of course, I think those people should be happy all over the world. And those people, God bless you. My name is Komilante Monsari. Don't forget that. I'll see you again when I see you, and not too long from now. Bye for now. Peace. Commercial.